Let me explain what happened here. What happened was I was out cutting the grass. We've had rain, probably 5 days out of every week for at least the last month. So there's very few opportunities to get the grass cut. And we wanted to get everything that was in the new section of the tiny house out of there so I could work on it. So my wife and daughter loaded everything that was in there in the back of the gator. It was heaped up. And I was out cutting the grass, and it started raining just out of the blue. No rain in the forecast. So I rushed back here with the lawnmower, and they had the gator backed up here like I told them to do. I was going to take everything off one piece at a time and put it where it belongs. It started raining like crazy. So I was taking everything. There's all kinds of tools, and a lot of stuff was in buckets or bowls, so it would have filled with water. So I was just tossing stuff in here towards the end and had to close the door really quick because the rain was coming out of that direction and the water was blowing all the way back to here. That was a few days ago. I haven't been able to get at this since then. Oh, and beyond this isn't too bad. I vacuumed up the entire place when I was doing a review for this DeWalt Cyclone. So I got all the sawdust off the floor, but I just did these cooling loops for my compressor so that I can get the wires pulled in this area, move the compressor over, and get that all fired up. So I got a bit of cleaning to do in here and a lot of cleaning to do out here. We have company coming in 2 days, and if it unexpectedly rains again, which it's been doing a lot of these days, we'll have a place to go. So I'm going to be cleaning all day. Yeah, it's looking real good out here. Almost all of this stuff is leaving real soon. This ductwork here is going to be put up in the shop. This hot tub is going to be set up outside, and at the end of the year, it's going to go on top of the room that's going to be built right here. This stuff is going to our grandson, and all this insulation, all these bags of insulation, and this insulation here is going up on top of the shop. I'm going to do that when I go up there to blow in the insulation up there. This insulation is for the tiny house. Same with that. And we have a few more of Natalie's things. And this is getting installed in about a week or so. So a lot of this stuff is going someplace else. But I just needed it out of the way because there's rain in the forecast and we're having to get together. Okay, this door, that opening. And there you have it. I resisted putting one of these in for all this time. I was using just a piece of styrofoam over the opening, but that was just a pain in the butt. You had to put stuff down if you had stuff in your hands and get that stuff out of the way, put it somewhere. It was always blowing over. This is going to be real nice until I can get to this area. I'm going to be covering, probably up to right here with OSB. And then on this side, I'm going to be finishing it right over to here somewhere so that I can get my electrical and all that stuff connected. And I'm going to be building that hidden door here. It's going to have hidden hinges, and it'll be something different on both sides. On the other side, it'll probably be metal pegboard, and on this side, it's going to be small shelves. And towards the bottom, it's going to have a secret passageway for the cats, so that the cats don't keep doing this. They did it on the other side as well. They know that they can get in there when the door's open, so they try getting around it, and that's what they do. Well, once the wall's on this side, they won't be doing that anyways, but we want them to have a place to go in inclement weather, and especially in the winter. If it's going to be below zero and they get locked out of the house, they'll be able to go in through the wall. I'm putting a cat door on the wall somewhere, and then into the shop. Okay, so I don't know if you heard this or not. I'm in the middle of doing a review on this dehumidifier. I'm doing that on Trapdoor Woodworks, but this has to run for 24 hours on the initial startup, and it's been running for about, I don't know, a half hour. It was at 51% when I first started, and now it's right around 47. So that's pretty darn good. Okay, in here, it's basically just cluttered and a little bit of a mess over there. So I can't really do this right this minute, but I will get back to you as soon as I can, and we'll get this cleaned up as well. And 5 days later, and this is as clean as it needs to be. I moved that bench from there over to here. The bench was really messy, so it took a long time to get that cleaned up and get this all organized again. I had to do a bunch of organizing over here as well. It took, 6, 7, a little over 8 hours of cleaning in here today, and it took about 11 hours to get the other side clean. So a lot of cleaning. So what I've done is I got this ready to go. I'm going to be pulling wire for this wall right here so I can get my compressor back in place and get that wired up. but I'm also going to be wiring up all the switches on this wall. And what is next on trapdoor? Oh, you gotta watch trapdoor to see all that stuff. But the cleanup is done, at least for now, and I'll be doing another cleanup once I get done pulling the wires. Next on the tiny house, which will be tomorrow, I'm gonna be opening up the back of the addition and making a door there so I can get in and out, and putting AC back there so that we can get the ceiling insulated. We're gonna start working on that big time real soon. So if you want to see any of those videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.